So I'm working on a bunch of videos, and I'm really getting into it theory and all of that. But I still have ideas every once in a while. So here's something I want to share, and it might not be particularly organized, the publication or the content of this video, but anyway, so there were. I actually made a video that I still have to publish. So check out the video on persuasion by premises. And I was just thinking, sometimes we think that humans argue by making claims, and then by supporting those claims with evidence. That second part is definitely not true, but it's they actually. I think if you listen to an argument, the next argument that you hear, or even just any disagreement, because arguments may be kind of rare, people tend to just walk away from it, or tend to just move on or whatever. Um, but just in a few lines of disagreement, I think you'll notice that more often than hearing someone make a claim, and again, I don't think you'll ever hear someone substantiate a claim with a sub claim. But I do think that you'll hear a lot of are people asking questions, but not real questions, right? Rhetorical questions. So making claims through questions, through suggestion. And then the other thing that they'll do is make claims through the subclaim, which is an interesting cheat because so basically they won't just make a claim. They will give some fact that that I guess supports the unstated claim. But rather than actually making the claim, they'll just give you that fact, knowing that it's probably going to do the same work in your stupid brain that it did in theirs. It's going to suggest the same conclusion to you. Um, so that's something to look out for, and it's also something that I think it. I think that if you're on the spectrum, it's something to be aware of because if you don't explicitly notice that and you think you're participating in disagreements the way everybody else is, maybe you talk more or something, maybe you don't talk as softly, but specifically one of the ways in which you're not talking as softly, not just like, oh, but I'm not really sure, maybe not, blah, blah. By the way, of course, that's good to express, to make sure that everybody knows that you're not 100% about your thing. But maybe you don't do it the way the neurotypicals do it, and they're usually lying when they do it. When they go, "Oh gosh, I'm not sure," but that's my opinion. That's really what it is. Anyway, but one of the things is that what they're doing is arguing through questions and through premises. So it's all very suggestive. And you don't think that blah 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 blah. And or they'll say, and I was just surprised she did that. So they shared this fact, and they've softened it up by saying, I was just surprised instead of just saying she did that. But in any case, part of what they're doing is they're saying, hey, she did that. How does that make you feel? And then there's no sort of actual thinking or, should that fact make us believe in this implied claim? Maybe not, but because we're dumb, we tend to just have the same kind of reactions to certain facts. So we argue, we try to persuade, or we just argue. We don't have to add any malicious intent. We express our disagreement, at least in the times and cultures that I'm familiar with, often through suggestive facts and suggestive questions, rather than declarative sort of claims and then the facts that support them.